Welcome back, everybody. This is Lift Talk, episode number 53. I'm Alex Hayes, joined by Kelvin and John. Boys, how are we?
Good.
So last night we put out the SBD Australia Cup lineup for who's competing. And we thought we would start by running through that and talking a little bit about what we've got planned, I guess. The first announcement is that Thirds Media is our media partner for the event. So they'll be helping us out with the media that's going into the promo for the comp. And as you guys will see, there'll be athlete reels and athlete posters which are coming to sort of make everyone aware of these people who are competing, not just as athletes, but also as people. And we've kind of tried to make it a little bit more of storytelling this year and kind of learning about these people outside of what they do on the platform to kind of bring a bit more interest to not just like the weights they lift, but also who they are as well, which I think is really cool. Kelvin, do you want to run through the list of competitors for me, and we can start to talk about them all?
All right, let's have a look at the women confirmed. So, starting from the top, we've got Brittany Romas. Did I say the last name right? Romas.
Yeah, Romas. Yeah,
Romas,
that's right.
Yes. She came first last year.
Yeah, so she's the reigning champion.
She is the reigning champion.
Defending champion.
Yes.
She competed last year in the 69 kilo class. She has announced that this year she'll be doing the 76 kilo class, which makes sense because the record in the 76 is actually lower than the 69. So makes sense for her. She just did her local comp a couple weeks ago. She put up 5:17.5, which is, I think, 22.5 above the 76 total record.
Yep.
So she's going to be a hot contender again this year.
Super strategic. Very strategic move.
And I think she is a 2-time national champion. She had a pretty crazy injury leading up to this year's nationals and wasn't able to compete where she would have defended her title.
She still benched.
She still did bench,
She turned up
which
and
was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was like hobbling onto the platform. She was like on crutches throughout the event. But yeah, super keen to see Brittany return to SBD Australia Cup. We'll see if she can defend her crown.
Yeah. Next up, we've got Lucienne Raphael. Lucy. I think she was spotlighting last year.
She was, yes.
She was spotlighting last year. So she was here. Did she get an invite last year as well?
Of course.
But she did not accept her invite last year. But she did this year. And so I think we're in for a good one with Lucy. What are your thoughts, John, with Lucy?
She's always a pretty consistent and tough competitor. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she's going to put on a massive
Good show.
performance. Yeah, 100%. Always a good time when Lucy's competing.
Yeah, so she won her first national title this year, edging out Natalie Lalai, who Natalie is the total record holder with 692.5, which she just did at World Games. So Lucy will be, I think, gunning for probably 700, which would be
Crazy.
I think the third or fourth woman in IPF history to do that mark.
It's insane.
Which is fucking insane.
Yeah.
So yeah, obviously, I think she's the highest GL lifter in the country, either gender, which is fucking awesome. So
Yeah. Sweet.
shout out to Lucy.
Next up, we've got Cindy, one of your own.
Not
Alex.
mine.
Oh.
Cindy's not mine.
I
think
actually
that's
don't
someone
know
else.
Cindy.
I think that's someone else.
So
Cindy's, I've forgotten.
MD strength.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
So
Cindy
Cindy
pulls sumo.
I
Sydney's
think I'm
from,
confusing her with one of your girls.
with Sin.
Yeah, it was in.
Yeah.
Sorry, my mistake.
Both
But
pull
yes.
sumo.
So actually, Cindy actually doesn't pull sumo. Her Instagram handle is Cindy Pull Sumo, but she actually
she
pulls
doesn't know.
conventional.
I'm just looking at it now.
Yeah, she actually pulls
She's
conventional.
actually conventional.
So she won Open Nationals this year.
Yes.
And then competed in Junior Nationals and is going to Junior Worlds, which will probably be
Crazy.
on when this podcast comes out.
Yeah.
And then is backing it up for SBD Cup.
Wow.
So 4 huge
Yeah.
meets this year, 2 national meets,
It's insane.
a big invitational and a Worlds meet.
be nice
So
to
she
be
is also
young-
she's the 57
young
kilo record holder in the total with 530.5. So yeah, we'll see if her or Jess Liu can extend that at Junior Worlds, and then if she can extend that further at SBD Cup.
Yeah.
Out of MD strength.
That'd be awesome. Next up, we've got Sophie Dobson.
So Sophie's from Hobart. She recently put up, I believe, 420 at 57, so only about 10 kilos below the total record in
Was that at a
57
local
class.
or-
It was at Team Champs.
Oh, yeah.
And she actually did nationals this year at 63.
Yeah,
so she actually
right.
dropped down for Team Champs and then put up 100 GL and only 10 kilos away from the record at that most recent meet. Like, very new to powerlifting. I think she's only been competing for 2 years and already hit 100 GL.
Yeah, wow.
And is like progressing very fast. Coached by Jack Dunn, progressing really, really well under him. So she's one to watch because of just the rate of progress that she's made.
Yeah.
She even added to her total between nationals at late Feb to Team Champs in June. So like 3-ish month prep. She even added to her total whilst dropping a weight class.
Yeah,
So
that's insane.
I think she put like 10 or 15 kilos on her total.
And we're seeing quite a few pretty impressive lifters coming out of Tasmania, hey, which is awesome to have. I don't think we had anyone from Tassie last year.
No, we
SBD
didn't.
Cup, no.
We didn't. There's actually 3 this year.
So, yeah, it'd be really, really cool to see them bring their crew.
I think the lifter pool's grown
For sure.
over there as well. So whatever they're doing in Tassie, they're on a
Yeah, they're cooking.
Whatever.
Whatever
on a good run.
milk they're having over there.
They're cooking it
It's
up
pretty
over
good.
there.
Next up, we've got Shania. Shania was here last year.
Yeah. So Shania is the 76 kilo reigning national champion from
Yep.
this year.
Yep.
She is the total record holder in the 76 class.
Mhm.
As I mentioned, Brittany will be coming to the 76 to battle it out with
Yeah,
her.
that'd be awesome to watch.
She did do SBD Cup last year.
She did.
She'll have her eye on the squat record and on the deadlift record and obviously on the total as well. Really fun lifter to watch, really, really consistent and just continually getting better. So
Just executes really,
Yeah.
really well.
Yeah.
like always 8 and 9 out of 9 kind
And her
of
training
days.
has been looking really good too.
And yeah, she's been looking strong. So
Yeah, I'm
that's
just looking at this post from 6 days ago. 160 by 8.
160 for 8.
160 for 8.
I haven't even done that yet.
yeah. I don't know if any of us could do that.
And, I can, but my top end is only 180. So
Next up, we've got Nicola Orr.
So Nicola, another lifter from Tassie.
Yeah, new one this year.
She first SBD Cup. She's a 2-time silver medalist in the 84 class. She's about 25 to 30 kilos away from the total record in the 84 kilo class, but she has been progressing really, really well. I think she put about 30 kilos on her total between the two nationals, 2024 and 2025. And she's the deadlift record holder in the 84
Yep.
class. I
Yeah.
believe it's 219, which she took off Yanni at nationals. Really, really hype lifter, like really, really intense, particularly when she deadlifts, and like super fun to watch.
Yep.
And like I said, progressing really well. So yeah, it'll be cool to see her
Yeah.
come and hit the platform and extend that deadlift record.
Next up, we have Kelly Basto, who was here last year. I
Yep, she
believe.
was, yep.
Yes, she was. She was pretty fun to watch too.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think she's quite a fun lifter to watch.
So she's done 55 competitions.
yeah,
And
she's a
I looked this up.
She's a vet.
I looked
she's
this
a
up the other day
vet.
because I was writing the questions for the media stuff,
Yeah.
and I counted them all. 55 competitions on open powerlifting,
Jeez.
which is insane.
Yeah.
I think her first meet was 2012. So like that's
Well, she's done a lot
that's like
since.
Yeah,
3.5
she started
to
same
4
time I
per
did.
year
Yeah.
since then. And she's actually an M1 lifter as well. So she actually broke Shania's squat record at Masters Nationals.
Yeah, right.
So she's the current holder of the 76 squat record. Previously, a really, really big deadlifter as well. So
Yep.
definitely one to
Yeah.
watch. One to watch there.
Next one is Aislinn Otway.
So another lifter from
Mhm.
MD Strength,
Yeah.
alongside Cindy. She is the reigning 69 kilo Australian champion. She totaled around 480. I think it was about 480-ish. I don't know exactly off the top of my head. Somewhere between 475 and 485. And big squat on her, big deadlift on her. Recently has been training really, really well. I've seen like a 215 deadlift from her. I've seen like, I think she squatted 200 or 202 and a half, something like that.
Yeah. It's
I
huge.
don't know whether she'll be doing the 69 class or whether she'll be doing the 76 class. So that will be like a up in the air thing. But yeah, she'll be gunning for some records. She'll be, trying to.
You thought
extend-
Shania's
extend those
160
records.
for 8 was good. Aislinn squatted 180 for 6
Yeah.
recently.
Jesus.
Jesus. That.
Yeah.
Fucking huge.
Yeah. Some
And-
big squats from these women.
Yeah. There's
No,
Ashlyn.
it's Aislinn.
Aislinn?
Aislinn.
It's Aislinn.
That's Aislinn.
He's
Next up, we've got a veteran of powerlifting, Isabella von Weissenberg.
Yeah, Izzy.
Yeah.
She was here last year. She competed in the 84 kilo class last year, and she wanted to do nationals at 76, but because you have to qualify in the weight class, she didn't have time to cut down and then do a qualifying meet, so she wasn't able to do it. Well, she would have been able to do 84s, but she didn't want to. So it will be interesting to see if she cuts down to 76 for this year's, or whether she does 84s.
Yeah.
And battles Nicola and Beth, or whether she battles the other group of girls in the other class.
Yeah.
But, you know, she's an 8-time world record holder in her career.
Insane. Yeah.
One of the most decorated lifters that we'll ever have on the SBD Cup platform.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
she mentioned how much fun she had last year, which I think is really cool. So, yeah, she'll squat the house down. She'll deadlift the house down.
When was Izzy's last comp? Was it SBD Cup?
Yeah, it was.
It was SBD Cup. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she hasn't done a local or anything since
Yeah, her
then.
training lately is looking strong,
Yeah.
and I feel like, at least from a social media standpoint, there is more video of consistency of her training leading up to this one.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
should be one to look out for.
Yeah, she did like a bit of a random testing day 12 weeks out from SBD Cup as like a starting point, and then she said her training was very inconsistent leading up to it, and she still was able to hit a squat Australian record and attempt a pull for the win, which was a bit of a Hail Mary, but it was exciting.
It was a good goal.
Yeah.
So yeah, if she can get some consistency back, she's going to be like very hard to beat whatever class she decides to compete in.
Next up, we've got Bethany Parker. I know Beth personally, and I'm very excited to see her compete again. Last time she competed at SBD Cup, it was really, really good to see her on the platform. I know that her prep for the last one wasn't what she wanted. I think she got injured a few, like 8 or 10 weeks out from the last SBD Cup. But her training looks really good now. It looks like it's pretty consistent and picking up after coming back from Japan. So yeah, I think she's going to be one to watch.
Yeah, so Beth's a 2-time world champion as a sub-junior from, you know, about a decade ago now. Now an open lifter. She's a, I think, 2-time national champion, maybe even 3 in opens. At least 2.
Yeah.
She's obviously known for a huge bench. She's obviously a big deadlifter as well. She attempted 225, which was pretty close last year for the total record and to chip Yanni at the end. So, man, like, she's looking really healthy, which is the key for Beth.
She didn't do nationals, did she?
No, she didn't do nationals. She pulled out quite close to the comp.
Yeah.
She had, I think, a tailbone injury.
Yep.
Which obviously derailed her for a long time. And she's been through lots of setbacks. And the fact that she just keeps coming back is so admirable.
Yeah.
But it seems like she's really got things under control this time. And it seems like her programming is very well tailored to what she can handle, which is going to allow her to continue to progress. So hopefully she can continue on that trajectory for the next few years and just continue blowing up. Because like she was on track for, you know, 550, 570, 580 to 600 eventually.
Yeah, she keeps working at it, man.
And yeah, I'd love to see her get to that, you know, get to her potential. And really it just comes down to staying healthy for her.
Yeah.
So yeah, she'll be awesome to watch as always. Super hype, gets fucking into it, gets a crowd.
So good.
Brings the ruckus, brings all the people.
Brings
that
the
come
crowd to
watch
matching
her.
music.
Yeah. So she'll be fucking awesome to watch. Next up.
We've got Hannah Altman next up in our list of lifters.
Yeah, so Hannah is a 69/76, another one who's kind of in between classes. Huge bencher, but actually recently has gotten a lot more well-rounded. You know, she's pretty close to the squat record at this point. Deadlift's a bit behind sort of the record areas, but it's enough to kind of push the total up. It will be interesting to see which class she decides to compete in.
Where does she train out of?
She trains out of one of the zeros.
Okay.
And I think also sometimes perf.
Yep.
But I think mainly one of the zeros. And yeah, it looks like her training's actually going really, really well, which is cool.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see which class she picks. There's so many of these women that are like kind of up in the air about which weight class they're going to compete in, which is going to make it
kind of the
interesting
fun
for
thing
us.
about SBD Cup as well, where like you can play some sort of strategy in that sense, where you can just choose what weight class to compete in. And then just see how the body performs at that weight. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and Brittany obviously ramped those records in the 69 class way up last year. So maybe those lifters will be avoiding that class because most of them won't need to do it at 69 to qualify for nationals. They would have already qualified.
Yeah.
So they can kind of, pick their mark.
Yeah. And then final women, finals. I can't speak. Final woman on our list is Abby Wallace.
So Abby, the final lifter from Tasmania.
Yep.
She's the 2025 63 kg champion. Incredible lifter, 502.5 total at 63, which is higher than the
Insane.
69 class
Yeah.
and higher than the 76
Yeah,
class.
wow.
It's insane.
Put up like just a flawless performance at nationals, and at that point, it only recently swapped to deadlifting conventional, and was still able to put up that huge total. So I think we'll see a big uptick in the deadlift, and she's gonna squat close to 200 and bench
Yeah,
like 120, and like she's
We-
insane and really fun to watch,
we
and
need-
seems like a really good person. I've actually never really spoken to her much, but she seems lovely.
Yeah.
So
we
that'll
need
be-
some of that Tasmanian keys, man. Tasmanian
Yeah,
milk.
we need them to like
What's it milk?
bottle up their water and
Tasmanian
bring it over
milk
to
or
us.
something. Tasmanian spring water or
What's
something
dairy
like that.
related?
They need to bring the water over to us and like bring
Yeah.
us a few cases of it.
Cans of air as well. Tasmanian air must be. Moving on to the men. First up on this list, we have Josh Takua.
So Josh finished second last year at SBD Cup.
Impressively, because he missed a few of his lifts, right?
Yeah, he only made one squat
Yeah.
and 2 benches.
Mm.
So it was only 3 out of 6 going to deadlifts. He pulled, I think, 329
Yeah.
to give him the silver. And then Hung pulled after him to win the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fairly sure he totaled like 806 or 806.5, which pushed the record out by a lot and is still the total record. He was a silver medalist at nationals, very, very close to winning. Had a few like calls not go his way with his last squat, and his deadlift was like he was about to drop it. But super, super strong lifter. I think he was like everyone's pick to win the whole thing last year.
Yeah.
He was.
And I
yeah.
think we were all kind of caught off guard by the cause. I mean, were we caught off by
No, I don't think so. I think like for Josh, it's kind
Sorry,
of always
Josh.
been it's kind of always been a question mark about
His
the
depth.
standard
Yeah.
depth, pause length, like how clean are his lockouts on deadlifts.
I know he was definitely caught off guard. I remember sitting in this room. He'd come in after his squats. He's like, "Man, APA reps pretty strict, hey." And I was like, "That's just kind of the standard, bro." So yeah,
I follow his training quite closely, and it does seem like he's made a very concerted effort
yeah.
to raise his standard to the standard, and hopefully he does, because if he puts a good day together, he could win this year.
Mm.
Like he could definitely win this year, which would be awesome.
Next up, we've got Josh number 2, Josh Lenivia. Yeah,
The Tonganator.
the Tonganator.
Tonganator. If you go back to episode 24 of Lift Talk, he was on it,
I don't know how you remember that off by heart.
because it's
24.
Tonganator 24 and he was episode 24.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
24 for Kobe, apparently.
Okay.
Bless his soul.
Yeah, rest in peace. So yeah, Josh Lenivia, 2-time 120 kg champion, current open record holder with 886, which is only 2 kilos off the biggest Australian total in the 120s ever from Cameron McKenzie way back in 2016.
Come back, Cam.
Yeah.
Which is like a 9-year-old record, which is still standing somehow.
Yeah.
Definitely picking him to go like 900 this comp. I think that's what his goal is.
Insane.
We
We need some of that blood.
And he keeps putting
We need
together
that blood.
these days. Like when he did the total he did to win nationals last year, I think it was 862.5. It was just like a really clinical day, 9 for 9. And then he did the same thing again this year at nationals.
Yeah. He's a very clean lifter.
So yeah, hopefully he can do it again. Also, will be the first comp he has done in a while without traveling, because he did.
Well, actually, he was in Japan.
But he didn't compete.
He
No,
didn't compete,
like
no.
traveling for the comp.
Oh, right.
So like
sorry.
he did Newcastle, which was a bit of a drive, and then not sleeping in his own bed, and then he did where was Worlds last year? Lithuania, and then he did Perth, and then he did Germany, and now he's in Sydney, our 45-minute drive or whatever from here.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see whether he can like level up further because of that.
Do you reckon that impacts him though, or is he like pretty adapt?
Well, you can see like his world's totals have been
Oh, yeah.
a little bit lower than
Yeah,
his
true.
nationals totals.
True.
So, we'll see.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
also
it's the same for most
Yeah,
of
it is.
the national team, though.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
He's also got, a couple other lifters potentially in the 120s. I don't know which class they'll pick, but we could talk about when they come.
Yeah.
So he may have to not go completely all out to make sure that he wins, but, he might just be running his own race.
Yeah.
But, he's such a fun lifter to watch, and, his whole family, him and Lucy, their whole family will be here.
Dude, it'd be so cool to see
banging
Josh
drums
and Lucy next to
Yeah.
each other, like lifting with each other. That'd
Yeah.
be so sick.
It'll be sick. So, keen to see Josh. He was spotting learning last year too.
Yes, yeah. Next up, we've got Leo Sukitra.
Sakitra? Is it Sakitra? Is that how you say it?
Sisitra.
There you go.
So Leo's the 74 kg national champ. I believe 3-time or 4-time national champ.
Getting there.
Like
Quite a few.
He's got a few. 740 something at 74 or 750. So, I don't know.
Yep.
A lot.
10 times body weight.
At 74, clinical lifter, like one of the most surgeon-like lifters that we have.
Surgeon-like lifting.
He's a
That's
surgeon, man.
That's a new...
He comes on and he's just
Does surgery with the bar.
It's just precision. Leo's great to watch, and it's crazy how small he is, and then how much he squats. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's like rack height.
There's
definitely,
7, rack height 8.
Yeah, when you see him in person, and then you realize how much weight this guy moves,
But he's
It's
got
just
a
a
lot of
mismatch.
mass on his body.
Yeah,
too.
he's incredible, and he was the best lifter at nationals this year as well, and put up a good performance at worlds. Just so experienced. Keen to see him.
Yeah.
Got invited last year, didn't come. Coming from Perth will be
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. Next up, we've got Yanni Marcellus.
Yanni Marcellus.
He was here last year.
He was here last
Yeah.
year.
big squatter.
Big squatter, big bench press. Deadlift is catching up. Used to be his deadlift used to be a bit of an Achilles heel for him, but
Yep.
is now sort of up to the standard to bring his total up.
Yeah.
Recently totaled 850 at the local meet at Alpha.
850.
He did 850.
Cool.
He squatted 325, which is above the Australian record. He also deadlifted 325 and benched 200. So his squat and his bench press are right there as far as individual lift records go. And the total as well, only 13 kilos away from that total.
It's so crazy seeing these guys compete at local comps, because most local comps that I go to is just it's my first powerlifting comp. And then you see fucking Yanni Marcellus come out and squat 325.
Yeah, and he
That's
also
cooked.
attempted 340 on his third and missed.
Oh, shit.
And
GG to the
the
spotters.
three, I was
Fucking
spotting.
hell.
I caught it.
Oh, you were spotting.
I was spotting.
Yeah.
2 fingers.
The 340 was pretty close. The 325 was quite comfy, so I'd be expecting him to do around 340,
Yeah.
which would be sick. The
Yeah.
thing to mention in the 105 class is that Anthony Hill is doing Junior Worlds, so he's actually the open record holder. But when we did the formulas for the rankings, he was not high enough when we actually froze them, and we invited everyone who was above him. So by the time he put up his total, we'd already sent the invites out. But the total of 863 is what they have to beat.
Yep.
And he may extend it at Junior Worlds. So if he may do 880 or something like that.
Yeah,
and
so
then
Jan's gotta be watching.
And then the 105 total is going to be really, really hard to match for this comp. So that will be a really interesting thing to watch play out over the next 2 weeks to see where that total goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Next up, we've got Sam Butterworth, who's returning.
Sammy V.
He placed. What did he place last year? Pretty high.
Not sure where he placed overall. He did take the total record and the deadlift record.
Yeah.
So he pulled 363 and he totaled 863. And he also had a pull for the win to try and beat Josh at Nationals this year. So, if he plays his cards right and he sort of builds his day, he's always a chance because his deadlift is so fucking big.
Yeah.
That he, as long as it's not,
Pretty sure he pulled the heaviest deadlift in
in odds history.
Australian
That
history,
363,
right? Tested Australian history, yeah.
Yeah.
How much
Big.
was that?
363.
363.
He's a
Yeah.
big boy. He's a big boy.
Yeah. So
Sam Butterworth.
he's obviously really fun to watch, particularly when deadlifts roll around.
Yeah.
And if he can put up a good subtotal day, he's always a chance of
Bully.
beating Josh or getting the total record or
Yeah.
something along those lines.
Yeah. Next up, we've got Kian, 74 class.
Kian, so recently just came second at Nationals. Only, I think it was about 8 kilos behind Leo. And then he actually beat Leo at Worlds. I think he came 5th.
Yeah.
Either 5th or 6th.
But I think at SBD Cup last year, he didn't have a great day, I think.
No, I remember him
No,
saying
he,
that.
he didn't have a great day
No,
at
never a great
the
day.
Nationals prior or at SBD Cup.
But it seems like he's been picking up.
And he had a really, really good day at Nationals
Yeah.
and then another really, really good day at Worlds.
Mm.
So it seems like he's, figured out the execution part of
Yeah.
it. And he is so strong, like so strong on all three lifts, really well
He's
rounded.
got some good momentum behind him.
And he's building, and he's still pretty new as well. Like
I was
he's
gonna say,
he's
yeah, he
only
must-
like a year or two out of juniors.
I
24.
think he is probably one of the youngest on the list, maybe for the men.
I think he's around the. I think Simon's a year younger.
Oh, Simon, yes, yeah. Well, I mean, speaking of, no, there's someone before Simon. We've got Samuel Forsberg.
But yeah, Kean will be one to really watch, and the battle between Kean and Leo will be really, really awesome. It will be
Yeah.
cool because it'll be 3 comps this year that they've got against each other.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Closest
and
one
then
being
ag-
Worlds. They just did it at Worlds.
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
they'll do it again in Nationals next
That's
year.
going to
So
be fun.
That's sick.
and Steve will be back Nationals next year. So we'll add Steve to the mix.
Oh, really?
He's come
well,
back.
He's moving to Newcastle.
What?
Yeah, I think he's moving in October. I
Oh,
don't know.
really?
I don't know if I was supposed to
I
say
did not know that.
Maybe we need to cut that out.
Okay. Next is Samuel Forsberg.
So Sam Forsberg is last year's 105 champ.
Yep.
The most memorable lift of that
100%.
entire Nationals was
Yep.
that 345
That
for the win. Where
crazy
I think he
pull.
pulled himself from
Out of nowhere.
fifth to first.
Yeah.
And then he beat Rand again at Worlds that year.
Yes.
And then he had a not his best day at Nationals this year, and I think he came third or fourth. He still pulled for the win. It wasn't awfully close, but he's really built his bench recently. I know leading into Nationals he had some issues with his shoulder, and he benched sort of around the same as what he'd done the year prior, but it seems like it's taken off recently. I know he had a miss at 200 recently, and his best in comp is 182.5.
Yeah.
So like that bench has gone up like at
Gone up
least
a lot.
10 kilos. Which is super exciting for his subtotal and obviously means there's less pressure on that deadlift at the end. So it'll be cool to see the 105 boys, Sam, Yanni, and then the next guy we'll talk about.
Well, the next
After
one.
Chris.
Next,
After Chris.
Yeah. Next, no. We've got a while, but next one's Simon Shahadi. in the
Oh,
935.
Shahade.
Yes. We have Simon.
So Simon was the third
My
place
guy.
at this year's Open Nationals after last year winning Junior Nationals.
Yep.
And then going to Junior Worlds. Crazy deadlift. I think that's the thing. That's obviously the thing. That's obviously his draw card. That's what everyone knows him for,
Yeah.
is that enormous deadlift. He had a 360 attempt to win at Nationals this year. Wasn't awfully close, but I think his hands were slipping.
Yeah, I think he's been plagued with some grip issues in the past, especially on his third deadlift. So
I mean, it's pretty normal when you're fucking deadlifting that much.
yeah, and hook gripping too, mind you. So
Is he
does he
hook
hook
grip?
No,
grip?
he's
Yeah.
mixed. He's mixed.
Is he mixed?
He's mixed. Hang on, what's
Swear
the
he's
Instagram
mixed.
video?
But yeah,
anyways,
either way.
So Simon had an attempt for the win at this year's Nationals. He missed. He came third, but he's very, very close to the top because he missed a squat on depth and he missed a bench
Yeah.
on beating the press call at the same comp.
Yeah.
And then he missed his third
Silly.
deadlift, which was a 15-kilo jump.
Yeah.
And he was still a chance at the win, even after those early misses. And obviously we can say the same about Josh. He missed a squat on depth as well. But Simon's younger. He's gaining momentum. He trains the fucking house down.
Yep.
So much hype.
And he's
much
so
hype.
fun to watch because he's like completely out of his mind. And yeah,
Especially when deadlift comes
really excited to see him come to a comp like this.
Yeah.
And this is something that you were mentioning last week, John, was like taking risks because it's a meet like SBD Cup where you're not losing out on a chance at Worlds, you're not losing out at a medal at Nationals. You can kind of like take bigger jumps or take an attempt that's a little bit of a risk because what you lose is just prize money, really.
Yeah.
So, if he can take those risks and put together a really good day and then, pull something enormous at the end. And, he might win because he attempts like 375 or some
ridiculous.
Yeah,
ridiculous
knowing
like that.
Simon, he's just got that dog. Like, I remember I was in the back room somewhere. I was either training with him or in the back room of some comp, and he's like, I'll do it. Just load it and I'll do it. And whatever, I'll fucking do it.
Load
So
whatever
hyped.
it is. I remember talking to him before Nationals this year, and I said to him, "Oh, what if you need this number for second or plus 10 on that for first, and the plus 10 is like, a little bit ludicrous. He's like, nah, I'm loading for the win.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like whatever the scenario is, he's going to load for the win.
Yeah.
And in a competition like this, where like he could be in 8th before his last deadlift and just wait and see what happens and then just pull last.
Yeah. And this is this kind of comp to do it at, right?
And it would
Like
be
you
so
said.
cool to see, like, 105's going, 120, couple 120's going, and then
then
Simon's
93
93
coming
coming out and going.
Simon Jahadi.
That would be
That would be
absolutely
sick.
awesome.
So yeah, super keen to watch Simon. Like, yeah,
Next up, we've
he's
another
good
got another. Far out, I can't speak today. Another guy with a huge deadlift.
fun. Yes.
Good old Chris Yip.
Yeah.
Mr.
So
Chris.
Chris Yip, 660 at 66,
Insane.
which is the total record in the 66 class.
Yeah.
He won nationals this year. He then matched his total at worlds this year with a missed squat on depth and a missed final deadlift, which was a deadlift world record attempt.
Yeah.
So he is
Incredible.
one of the best deadlifters in the world in his weight class.
Yep.
Super cool to watch him because he's super chill.
He's so stoic.
He's so
right?
chill. He comes out, he's super chill. It almost doesn't seem like he cares. I mean, obviously he really cares. He obviously really cares. And he's so talented. And he just seems to continue to get better.
Yep.
Like the 660 that he did was untouchable at nationals. Like Andrew and Yuki, they weren't close. Like
Yeah.
he was streets ahead better on the day. And he had more in him. And he had more in him at Worlds too. He just couldn't quite dial in the execution like to the fullest. And if he does, I think he could actually win the whole thing.
And 66
He's
plus,
one of
yeah.
my like sort of like top 3 picks to win the whole thing.
Yeah.
If he can get it right.
Yeah. Cool. Next up, I think you were referring to this individual before, Michael Rand.
Who's that?
Michael Rand.
Is he the guy who wears the dad shoes on bench?
The man who knows his body, though.
Yeah, he knows his body.
He knows his body.
Apparently, Rand is doing 120s for this comp.
Really?
120.
Apparently.
Okay.
Apparently,
Interesting.
I don't know how.
'Cause he just likes
I don't
eating,
know how
or-
valid it is. I mean, he's quite tall. I think he's quite a lot taller than the other 105s.
He is pretty tall, yeah.
Particularly like Tom and.
I feel like he'd fill out 120 quite nicely.
Yeah, I mean, he's about the same
Yeah.
size as Josh. He's just like, height wise and frame wise.
Yeah.
So it will be interesting to see what he decides to do.
Okay.
If he does compete 105, he's definitely a chance at 860 plus. And if he competes 120 and he gets the subtotal up, because like his deadlift is his strongest point, his bench seems to have his bench and squat actually seem to be quite stuck the last few years, and perhaps he needs that increase in weight to get a bit of a boost on his subtotal.
Yeah.
We could see him challenge Josh and challenge Sam
Insane.
at
Yeah,
120
that's
because
sick.
I think he's done about 850. I think he did around 850 at last year's SBD Cup, and the 120s are doing 880.
I feel like there's a bit of pressure for Randy because for the longest time he was just the guy who had the final say until the Fosberg incident, right? Like,
And then Hung as well, yeah.
yeah, and then so now he's had to like of late, like the last 18 months to 2 years, he's had to like lift his game because now there's actually people up against it.
Yeah.
Right. So he has to actually pull his finger out and actually
Yeah.
make some moves.
I think 120 is the move for him.
I think so too.
I really
He's been
do.
105 for as long as I remember.
Yeah, I think, especially just with that subtotal kind of stalling a little bit, I think he'll get a big boost out of it by gaining some weight, and he won't see a drop off in his deadlift.
Yeah, I reckon.
Nah, because he's not like wide enough that the weight gain would kind of like get in the way. He's quite
True.
tall and long.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Also veteran.
yeah, he knows his body.
Final two, we've got Kana Chambara.
Kana
Maybe-
Shambara.
John, you can speak on this.
Kana's, what can I say?
He's a good guy.
Look, at the end of the day, Kana's still new to the game. You know, we're still working things out, spotting patterns, and his training is consistent. Very rarely misses any training at all, given his pretty busy schedule. He's on track. He has tracked a slightly heavier body weight leading into this, with the help of Renee and Joey.
Strong 24/7.
Strong 24/7. Sorry, I forgot. So with their help and guidance in and around his diet and stuff like that, he has been able to just pack on some muscle and just sit heavier because we were basically didn't have that down bad. He would weigh in. He drops weight really, really quickly.
Yeah, he went super light.
He went at 81 the last two nationals.
he's very, very active through his work. So for him, maintaining weight is quite tricky.
Every time he's been coming in, like the last 3 months, man, I'm so full. I've fucking been eating all day. I can't fit any more food in.
Yeah, and I said to him, man, this is not the crowd to complain to about that.
Everyone's cutting it.
Everyone's like, I'm so hungry.
full.
I'm like, shh, like you're not gonna make any friends. But yeah, to his credit, his training's doing well. We're still doing slight changes to technique and stuff like that, just sort of finding out what works for him. But overall, training's pretty good.
Yeah, his squats in particular looked really good. He did 3x5 at 255 on Monday, which was super impressive.
And he was feeling pretty cooked on Monday, so we're due for a deload. So that's a really good sign.
So Kana's the current holder of only the total now at this point. The squat is Tanis, the bench is Raz, and the deadlift is Potty. So he still has the total record of 792.5. He was strong enough to do 800 at last year's SBD Cup, where he missed that rack command.
No, it was 797.
792 and a half.
It was 92?
Yeah,
oh,
and that third bench would have given him 800 if he had got it.
Had some patience.
And I think he did about 780 or something at nationals, but didn't have a great day on squat and bench.
Yeah. Weighting super light.
But he's looking a lot stronger, and he's obviously still improving, and he's had a lot of time. I'd be expecting like 810 plus for sure.
I hope so.
And that would give him a real chance at the win because that total record is still 792. He's another one of my picks who I think can win it all.
Awesome. Last male on the list, we've got Tony
Reinmuth.
Sorry.
He's my other pick to win it all.
Buckets.
Buckets. He's the biggest squat drug tested or undrug tested in sleeves in Australian history. He's done 405 just recently in June. His best total is 967 in sleeves, which was done like quite a while ago now. I think like 2020 or 2019. And since then, he's kind of like, he had COVID. He lost a bunch of weight. He got down to like 140.
Oh, really?
And then he slowly worked his way back up. And he recently weighed in around 175 or something like that at Team Champs.
Big man.
Big squat. Squatted 405 kilos Kelvin. Which is like 50 kilos above the Aussie record or whatever it is.
Yeah.
He totaled 922 and a half, which is 12 and a half above the Aussie record, with a pretty token deadlift at the end and a bunk shoulder, so only bench 200.
He's the only 120 plus we have, right?
At this one, yeah. We did invite Jackson, but he couldn't make it.
I feel like he's probably in contention, right?
Yeah. So if he can put together made lifts, like he's definitely a chance at winning the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I'm actually really excited for the 120 plus with Tony being back, with Jackson kind of after having his surgery and just like kind of rapidly improving again. And then with Rangi Ferguson, have you seen Rangi? Have you seen
Junior?
this kid? Holy fuck.
He's insane.
So he did like...
Trains at X Gym.
He did like 860...
Oh, wait. I think I've seen this guy.
868 or something at Junior Nationals.
Yeah, I saw it.
But since then,
what the fuck?
he's recently squatted 370 and he pulled 350.
Insane.
And he's benched over 200.
Yeah. And he's young.
So him coming through, Tony sort of coming back to the IPF side, and Jackson continually improving. Like those three going at it will be sick.
Oh, 120 plus back in the mix again.
Yeah, because the last few years it's been Jackson just kind of on his own, running his own race.
Yeah.
It'll be nice to see them all kind of pushing each other to improve.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tony's other than Izzy and Kelly, the third most experienced lifter. I think he's done 35 comps or something like that. Been competing, since 2012, same as Kelly.
Yep.
Been around for a long time. Trained with old Melbourne Uni. Done a few world championships with the IPF before the PA split and all that kind of stuff. Went and did Pro Raw and did some meets in wraps and stuff. And now he's back wanting to compete in the IPF again. So,
mad.
Tony, super experienced, fucking strong. His squat will be like probably the most exciting individual moment of the comp, just because like there's nothing more exciting than watching a huge squat.
I want to make sure we've got enough plates.
Yes. What do we need? 7 reds? Is that right? Yeah.
We've got enough reds.
Yeah, we've got enough reds.
We've got enough reds.
Is it 7?
I don't know.
Can't even do maths that high.
Can't.
Number's too big.
Yeah.
Brain don't work.
So yeah, that's the lifters list. That's everyone competing.
That is. So what date is it going to be on?
So it's on the 25th of October.
Yes. We're going to do pre-sale tickets or something?
Lifting will be at 4 p.m.
Will do pre-sale tickets for seating.
Yep. Seated.
Yes, there will be a limited spectator capacity because at some point we can't safely have this too many people.
Yeah, we did have to turn a few people away last year. So if you do want to come, you have to come early.
Details will come out on how we do this pre-sale tickets. That will ensure that you get a wristband and that
Allocated
seat, and then we can facilitate you in the space. Details will come either out in socials or email or something like that. Definitely. What else is on the day? Drinks, snacks for sale.
Drinks and snacks for sale.
Merchandise.
A few t-shirts left. Not very many.
Yeah.
But there's some.
And basically in for a really, really nice show. Lifting starts at, what did we say, 4?
4 p.m., yep.
4 p.m. So it'll be a primetime-esque show.
Oh, the other thing is JP Kalki has agreed to come and MC.
Woohoo.
Who is like maybe the most experienced MC in Australia for powerlifting. Fucking no one knows powerlifting and just like the intricacies and the numbers and stuff better than JP. Like I can rattle numbers off the top of my head, but JP has this blend of being able to do that, but also like
storytelling.
Really run a room and like build hype in a room, which I think will be fucking awesome.
He's emceed multiple expo comps and he has a real knack for being able to articulate the complexities of strategy and just comp.
Yeah, because he just knows
stuff,
it, right?
Whilst hyping up the crowd.
And also like in a very efficient way. Like he'll use minimal words to get out the message across. So it's not like you have to
study him.
Yeah,
make a book out of it.
JP's fucking awesome. So super keen to have JP. Myself and Matt will be commentating on the live stream, which will be good fun.
John's going to be...
Do you reckon we should wear suits like they do in proper sports broadcasts?
100%.
Yeah, if you want to sweat bullets.
Yes.
Suits.
100%. I agree. Yes.
Sure, you can turn up.
No tie.
Wear a tie and a t-shirt.
My neck's too fat. I can't do the top button.
I think you and Matty B, right, commentating?
Yeah, me and Matty B.
You guys should definitely rock up in suits.
Yeah, okay, 100%. I'll talk to him about it. I don't know if he'll have one.
I'm sure.
I was doing interviews in between.
Yep.
Like last year and everything else. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, we're gonna do a pre-recorded like pre-game show this year.
Nice.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Which will be good.
Closer towards the comp.
Yeah.
John, you'll be coaching.
I will be coaching an all-round run-around mess.
What am I gonna do?
Just watch.
Spectate.
You can watch.
You can meet direct and whatever.
You can sit next to Matt and I and input all the weights and stuff so that we have the scoring.
Cool. Setting this up comp on the fly as we speak.
We'll figure it out.
We were going to do another topic today, but I think that's probably enough for today.
Yeah.
We're going to save that for next week.
I'm pretty sleepy, to be honest. I'm ready for a nap.
We will talk to you guys next week. Same time, same channel.
Yes.
And
thank you for joining.
Enjoy the week.
Don't forget to like, subscribe. Yep. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.